Athletics. Tyson Ross comes in, takes over for Jerry Blevins, and let's see if we can catch anything on Blevins, who left the game with an injury.
Another strike to Mark Teixeira as he follows through. In his right leg, started lifting that, and that's an indication. Stands behind the mound and then bends over, tries to touch his toes with a 6'6" frame, and turns it over to another 6'6". And there's Tyson Ross. What a start he has had in his major league career, saved with 3 innings of pitching. So you have CC Sabathia from Vallejo and Tyson Ross from right here in Oakland.
One and two to Teixeira. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Teixeira has an interesting at bat, and it ends up with a strikeout.
2 strikes from the right side, 1 strike from the left. See if it's the old dog, you wouldn't have to change helmets.
No, that's right.
And Hudson, twins now. Seeing them later. He wears the double ear flap as a switch hitter.
Here's Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 1 for 3, tripled and scored in the 4th. That's when the Yankees scored both of their runs. Back-to-back triples and a ground out, and that's how the 2 runs scored. Breaking pitch to strike, 1-1.
That's really this has to be from Tyson Ross to face the Seattle Mariners when in town, start the homestand and start the season. Struck out King Griffey Jr. on a 3-2 two-seamer, and now he faces Alex Rodriguez.
Slowly hit down the third base line, and that's going to be a base hit for Rodriguez.
585 home runs, and he hits the ball 30 feet. So between Griffey over 600 and Alex Rodriguez, he'll soon reach the 600 mark. A swinging bunt, and Kuzma absolutely no chance to throw out Rodriguez.
That's hit number 6 for the Yankees. Cano takes a strike on the outside corner. Angels 3, Tigers 2 in the 6th inning. Mariners 4, Orioles 1 in the 8th inning. Toward Pennington, and he will step on the bag, side, retired. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Here we go, folks. Chavez, Kuzminoff, and Gross against Hughes. Central. Full baseball recaps, this game and the Giants game in San Diego. Sharks playoff report. Getting ready for Game 5 tomorrow night. And Toby Gerhart, the running back for Stanford. Where will he go in the draft? The NFL draft starts tomorrow. The first round will be tomorrow. So we hope Toby Gerhart gets a call tomorrow. Gabe Gross goes to left field. Moves over to left field, and Jake Fox, the pinch hit, RBI single. He did his job. Rajay Davis is now in center field. So the outfield is Gross in left, Davis in center, Sweeney in right.
And we will say it once again, and probably say it a few times this year, that we're going to try to tie or beat Mariano Rivera.
Rosales from the seat of his pants. Not in time. Good effort by Adam Rosales.
But you want to keep it a 1-run game going in the bottom of the 9th inning. You do not want to get Mariano Rivera an extra run. Rosales about as far as it could go. He just could not come up with the ball from his backside. Still, with one hop, almost got Posada.
Jorge Posada has his first hit tonight. And here's Granderson. Strike. It's a final in Seattle. The Mariners 4 and the Orioles 1. Felix Hernandez a complete game. 6 strikeouts. Mariners scored all 4 of their runs in the 4th inning. Jack Wilson had a 3-run double. Barton spins around, fires to second.
Time now for the deep drive of the game, and we'll give it to Eric Fox. A nice 2-strike single to right field. Well, coming up with no chance to throw out Eric Chavez, so that makes it a 1-run game. That's where we are right now, 2-1, top of the 9th. Jake Fox, a nice pinch hit. RBI single.
So Granderson now the runner at first. Randy Winn swings and misses. So that win by the Mariners puts their record at 9-7. They've won 3 in a row. So Seattle's starting to play better baseball. They struggled some when the A's saw them early in the year. Here's Rivera. Randy Winn dribbles it foul behind home plate. 1-2. Winn is 0 for 3 tonight, 0 for 9 on the season. Anderson not going anywhere, and the count evens at 2-2. Angels 3, Tigers 2, bottom of the 8th in Anaheim. Jerry Blevins, an inning and a third. He left with a little bit of an injury. Did we get a report on him? I did not hear anything. Granderson goes. Bounce to the mound. Ross took a look at second, but gets the sure out at first. Winn is retired.
After the Yankees, all you want is contact from Randy Winn with the runner in motion, and unfortunately not able to get the lead runner, so put him in scoring position. Randy Winn going after it, probably ball 4. Great setup by Tyson Ross, but no chance with the speed of Granderson running on the pitch.
So here's Gardner. So a fast man at second and a fast man in the batter's box. Ball drops low. Outfielders shallow for Gardner. Singled and walked and grounded out tonight, so he's been on base a couple times. Kirk Young wants to visit his young pitcher.
Probably to say, you know who the guy in the on-deck circle is? It's a future Hall of Famer. Pay him a lot of money. So if you're walking this guy who's at the plate,
he's probably not a Hall of Famer. A good little player, but not a Hall of Famer.
Jeter might make Gardner's salary today.
Well, he's probably making the minimum, which is what, $420? Yeah.
That guy was never paid enough, Joe DiMaggio.
No. What would he be making today?
Mr. Steinbrenner's partner.
Good pitch there on 2-0.
Guys will face Rivera in the 9th inning.
Barton, Sweeney, and Suzuki. If anybody gets on, Chavez. If anybody gets on again, Kuzminov. 3-1. A huge out to get. For a strike, 3-2. And Ross has so much movement on his pitches.
This is a nice, easy 90-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball with movement, almost like a batting practice fastball, almost like a screwball.
That is a fair ball down the left field line, just over the head of Kuzminov. Granderson will score, and that's a huge 2-out hit for Brett Gardner. He just kind of reached out and poked it over the head of Kuzminov.
And left the pitch up, and he got away with the 3-1, left this one up, and it's a perfect pitch to do exactly what Gardner did. No chance for Kuzminov, and so Granderson in motion on the 3-2 to Randy win. He gets in a scoring position, and we've seen it all too often. A big 2-out hit. In this case, it gives Rivera an extra run. And I hope that's all.
Jeter is 1 for 4. We'll see if Gardner goes here.
Jeter 4 at bats tonight. 6 pitches total. He's seen 7 now, and this is 5th at bat.
Sounds like he went in with a game plan. One and one the count. Jeter a single, and then 3 groundouts. 1 to third, 2 to short. To the backstop, and Gardner will end up at second, so he doesn't need to steal it.
Just overthrew the ball too far outside. Suzuki wanted the pitch inside. That's a big reach, and he cannot pull the magical trick that he did in Seattle every game.
Gardner in scoring position. Good pitch there, 2-2. Guys like Jeter, to share guys who've been around a long time, I think they would prefer to face a veteran pitcher that they know what kind of stuff the guy has. Facing a rookie, they're not quite sure. Did he go? No, says the first base umpire, Ron Kulpa.
Wow. Take a look at that again. See how far his body carries him through the strike zone. That is a strike, folks. I don't care if the bat's on your shoulder. Look where the bat goes through the strike zone. That is a strike. That is a full swing strike. That is unbelievable. But should we be surprised?
Jeter checked to look again. No strikes.
He's going to call the previous one. That's ridiculous. This one not as bad.
You know what?
Almost as bad.
That one was a strike too.
Yes, that's ridiculous. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. He's behind the plate tomorrow.
So Jeter reaches on the walk, and here's Nick Johnson. Inside, Johnson. down to get out of the way. Gardner at second and Jeter at first. High fly ball toward left. Gabe Gross has it, and that's the inning. A run for the Yankees, so Mariano Rivera will try to protect a 3-1 New York lead.